Hello, Renee Flamand here. We're discussing karma again. Oh yeah, I hear it and read it all the time. Every single one of us wants to know that our narcissist gets theirs. They get their due. And I made a video once before, number 49, video 49. Does karma ever catch the narcissist? 100% yes. She catches everybody, is what I entitled it. And we're going to expand on that today. Okay. I am here to tell you that not only do they get theirs, but they live it every minute because they live in a state of suffering all the time. Let me explain. Okay, I'm going to look down sometimes because I have some things written down. I don't want to lose my train of thought. Karma means action. The word of it. That's what it essentially means, okay? So your actions, past and present, will determine your placement for the future. Keep that in mind. Now, the need to be present is all we have is right now. You need to be present and happy in your present moment. And it's the old adage, you have to be happy where you are and be happy in your present moment. That's real, okay? The past is gone. The future isn't here yet. If we suffer in our present, then we will always suffer because that is only and always where we actually are in our present. Stay with me. If you dislike your life, then saying yesterday was great and telling all these stories and saying tomorrow will be fine because they have all these stories that are gonna happen. That doesn't help today. It doesn't help today. Oh, I think I just spit. I saw it. Doesn't work like that. You'll be forever suffering, and they are. Okay, so they're in a perpetual state of longing for something past or yearning for future projects, something in the future. Never being happy in your present situation. Can you even begin to possibly fathom how miserable that is? Just think about that for 1 second. They're prisoners to what they think they're going to find, which because they're searching in the way that they are, they're never going to find it. Ever. And you can't just step on people, get what you want, and never pay your comeuppance. It doesn't work like that. Life does not work like that. You know it, I know it, and they even know it. But for some reason, I don't know, it's like they go through life with a veil over their face forever. And they're hiding because they're miserable every single second. Can you imagine, for example, waking up every single day, at least this is what I witnessed with my narcissist, every single day, and I can't say every single day enough times to make you realize when I say every single day, I mean every one of them. Wake up, some imaginary deal. He's going to spend hours talking to his friend and that friend, imaginary future this, imaginary future windfall that, imaginary future deal this, imaginary business meeting that. All imaginary. Never saw one thing materialize, ever. But he's waiting and waiting and waiting, and it'll be great when I get this, and it'll be great when I get that, and this will be great when I get that. Or regaling stories of yesteryear. Oh, when I did this, and when I did that, and I owned this, and I blah, blah. Miserable with himself every single day. Because he neither had that anymore, and he didn't have that yet. Now, you don't have to be a narcissist to be suffering in your present day. If you are somebody that does either of those things, you might want to check that also. Because the present moment is all we have. That's it. The minute I just spoke, that's gone. What I'm about to say, not here yet. All we have is right now. I've known that for a very long time. It's something that I had to work on to get to, but it's just very, very crystal clear to me. I'm not going to be happy, I'll be happy once I graduate. I'll be happy once I get married. I'll be happy once I have a child. I'll be happy once I get that job. I'll be happy once No! You could be happy all along the way to any of those things and enjoy every single minute. The narcissist cannot. And they will not. If they were happy, then they would be happy with you and sit idly with you, present, not searching for the next new supply or the next business deal or the next, you know what I mean? That's not the sign of a person that's happy. That is their karma. They're miserable. And let me tell you something. The art and design of somebody getting theirs is not just karma, okay? You have the universe, energy, you have the law, and you have God, if that's your belief system. If you, and then there's karma. Okay, fine. Now, one thing that the universe is like, of course, let's just talk about each one of those really quickly. The universe, you put out what you get back. That's been common knowledge for a very long time. So think about, what are they putting into the universe? Think that one through. Really look at what they add or offer the universe versus what they take or steal even. That's all got to even out and come back to them. God, this one makes me laugh. Because I've known narcissists who go to church 3 times a week at the 7:30 a.m. Mass. They pray on their knees at bed. They pray on their knees in the morning. They say grace at dinner. And they're being narcissists. Slashing up victims left and right. Well, let me tell you something. For those of you, like, I was raised Catholic, and some of you are very, like, still hard religious practicing Catholics. I haven't been going to church every week, so maybe I've faltered a little, but I believe, okay, when you are that kind of, maybe you don't want to hear the word karma, but in the Bible, okay, so if that's your thing, the verbiage to relate to this is reap, sow. A man will reap what he sows. These are the types of phrases you'll find in the Bible. So it does talk about karma. You will reap what you sow, and it says God does not like to be mocked. Well, I don't know if you agree with me, but I'd say praying to me twice a day, saying grace, coming into my house at 7:30 a.m. Mass 3 times a week, yet treating people like garbage is definitely mocking God. You don't think that's going to come back to them? If that's your belief, oh my God, please. Oh my God, I say. Okay, the law. If they get what they deserve because they broke the law, well, that's just the law. I've said that before. That's not really, is that karma? No, they're just lawbreakers and they got what they deserved. You drive drunk, you get in trouble. You know, you get into a fist fight in a bar, you get arrested, you got in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, these are things that come to them. Now, one of the fundamental commonalities I've learned through studying different religions and philosophies, aside from the question of what happens when we die, which is essentially what separates the various belief systems, is that being good to others, being kind, works in all of them and is truly the basis, right? You don't want to go to hell? Be nice. You don't want to come back as a bug when you're reincarnated? Be nice. You want good to come to you through the universe? You be nice. You don't want to get in trouble with the law? Be nice. And follow rules. You want to experience brotherhood of mankind, have friends? Be nice. It all leads there. Oh my God, if you think that one through. They're losing on all fronts. Every single angle of life they're losing. I don't care what angle you come at it with. God, law, karma, universe. It's everything always said. The fundamentality is be nice, okay? So then you think that went through and you say, what do you think they have coming? I mean, are they nice or good? Are they putting happiness into the world? No, not at all. Not only that, it's over and over and over again that they are actually putting misery into the world. They're not even being passive, right? So you can have a nice, quiet, passive person. Maybe they're shy. Maybe they're debilitatingly antisocial and they remain in their house. They don't bother anybody, but they're not, so maybe they're not actively going and putting good into the world, but they're maintaining their peaceful existence and not putting misery into the world. And I bet they are putting good in the world by sitting in their peaceful place with people in their life. Those kinds of people are very solid people in life usually, and they have friends and family. This narcissist doesn't have friends and family that he can turn to while being mean like this. People catch on. Think of your narcissist right now and friends and family around them. People catch on. I used to look at the way that my narcissist friends and family looked at him with their eyes. They're not adding joy to the world. They're adding misery to the world and taking joy out of it and squandering the gift of joy that you brought them, somebody else brought them, and they're slashing it up. So they're taking someone's love and joy that somebody's trying to bestow upon them. They're degrading it and disrespecting it. They're mistreating you, other people as well. That's a lot of bad alignment. If you think that they're going to not have that face them, no. So now what for them? And mind you, I don't wish bad on anyone. But this is bigger than me. This has nothing to do with me. It's coming. You cannot skip the karma line. What kind of life is it for someone who goes through their day-to-day operation of their life? They wake up miserable, thinking about what are they going to do today to try to get them something that would bring them joy. And anything that they get is a temporary Band-Aid. They find new supply, they got a hit to their ego, that's a temporary Band-Aid. You don't think that brought them joy, do you? No. They go through life miserable. All the time. It angst. It's all angst built up inside of them. And they don't know how to release it. They can't. So they're in a perpetual cycle. That cycle we know that they're in. Once they leave you, they're going to start it with somebody else. You think that brings them joy? You think they're happy in life? That is their karma. That they're always miserable. They're perpetually miserable. They can't even sit in their present moment. Baby doll. Minnie's little tutu. They can't sit in their present moment and be happy. Now, sitting in your present moment and being happy is the ultimate state. That's what they say. Because then you'll always be happy and you'll never be suffering. And I'm not saying that we don't go through ebbs and flows in life. But the narcissist will never, ever be able to sit in their present moment and be satisfied and happy and go, you know, like my brother and I sit there and we look at our kids. I have one, he has 3, and we look at them, we're just like, they're all older now, they're starting their lives on their own as adults, and it's a very satisfying, humbling, wonderful, happy feeling. I'm not looking for the next thing to be happy, to put it in terms of us, and I don't want you to either. I'm happy now. I don't, it's not like, oh, I'll be happy once I find another boyfriend. No, I'm happy right now. All the time. And I was happy with me, with the narcissist. I was happy with me, my life, but he was bringing me into his misery. I had to wake up and see that wasn't doing anything for me. In terms of, I didn't let go of my happiness in life because I count my blessings all the time. And I did even when I was with that person. But they can drag you into their mess if you don't watch that. So if you are miserable with your narcissist, please look around your life and know that you can still be happy in your present moment. You don't have to mess with your karma or your feeling of happiness because they can't get it together. Even if you're not leaving them. Please try to find your own centered self and know that they will get theirs. Not even they will, they get it all the time. It's their misery is their karma. Their misery is it. That's it. They have it. So I promise you, you can rest easy knowing that. Honestly, like go to sleep like this. And you're happy and you might have a wonderful day planned and you might have great things happening for you. They do not. I don't care what he tells you he's doing. I don't care what he makes you think he's doing. I don't care. If your person's a narcissist, what they're doing or making you think they're doing is a stepping stone to the next thing they're doing. It's nothing permanent in their life. It's nothing that's bringing them the ultimate satisfaction and, ooh, now their game is going to stop because now they finally found the right person and the right business deal and the right... I watched it for almost 2 years. Ba, 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 ba. Nothing ever happened. That's got to be torture. I would hear him say it to his children, adult sons. But I would hear him say, oh yeah, daddy's going to get this, I'll forward you some money, and but never happened. So how do you think his children look at him? How do you think his mother looks at him? How do you think his friends look at him? Like a big BSer. That can't be good, going through life like that. Can you imagine? How embarrassing. To me, that's all karma. That's all karma. If my daughter ever looked at me the way I watched his son look at him, I'd want to lay down and die. Mortifyingly embarrassed at his own father. At least that's what I saw in his face. How could you not be? Your dad's BSing and... Ew, gross. And just not happy. Not settled. Never settled. I'm a person that likes to have a settled space. My friends and family are tight. I got relationships that are good. That's what brings me joy. For me to be flailing all about and they don't like it either, that would be some kind of special hell. And it is reserved just for them. So I never want you to think about, does he get his? Because I saw a picture of him with that girl. He looked happy. Well, you got pictures of you and him too that look happy. So, that night they probably had a huge blowout. Or on the way they had a huge blowout. Or 2 seconds before the picture, he might have whispered something to the girl. Of course she's going to smile and look happy. It's a picture. Don't let anything get you down. I promise you, they get theirs. I promise. Chin up.